The machine has changed. Where once it was rigid, mechanical, reinforced, now it is something else entirely. It has shed its bulk, loosened its joint, and lifted itself toward the sky. Something organic has begun to grow from its limbs. It is no longer just a trap. When the mind is free from clinging, it is truly at peace. The figure-4 trap, once built to catch and control, was patched, reinforced, and held together. Until it could no longer hold itself together, it bled, it struggled, it suffered, and in that suffering, something began to awaken. And now, the structure is breaking down, not in destruction, but in transformation. The metal bolts that once bound it are fewer. The wooden arms that once snapped shut now extend outward, open, reaching. It has let go of its need to hold, to grasp, to contain. Instead, it has become part of the landscape. What would happen if you let go of something you have been holding too tightly? How much of your suffering comes from trying to maintain what no longer serves you? He who binds himself to a joy does the winged life destroy. This structure once had a purpose. It was meant to capture, to enclose, to confine. But now, it has no purpose. Or rather, its purpose has changed. It does not catch, it does not restrain. It reaches, it grows. And in that act, it has transcended what it was meant to be. A river does not question where it flows. It simply moves. A tree does not cling to its leaves. It allows them to fall when the season comes. A person does not awaken by grasping. They awaken by letting go. The trap is free because it no longer desires to be a trap. And in that, it has become something new. Where in your life have you outgrown your own role? What would happen if you stopped being what you thought you had to be? The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. The last step is not dramatic. There is no explosion, no shattering, no violent undoing. Instead, there is simply release. The trap does not disappear. It simply stops trying to be something it no longer is. It is no longer just a mechanism. It is part of the landscape. It is no longer stiff and unyielding. It has begun to grow. It is no longer a thing of fear. It has become a thing of life. And in the end, this was never about the trap. It was about what it meant to hold on and what it meant to finally let go. The structure is still there, but the meaning has changed, and that is the secret. It was never the form that mattered. It was how it was used. A mind that clings becomes a cage. A mind that lets go becomes the sky. And in the end, that is what the trap has become. Not a mechanism, not a machine, not a prison, but something new.